Hey guys, I'm just gonna set up some things real quick. I will share the link in the forum, so just give me a second, okay? I'll be back real quick. But hey, feel free to start typing in chat if you are already here, because I will be really quick. And I actually adjusted the latency settings for this stream, so I hope that I will be able to see your messages much sooner. Less delays. We can test it out actually when we are waiting for people here, but I am now just going to check the studio, and then I'm going to share the link in our forum. Let's see. Trying to find this new player's name, his username. I don't know if I can search and see it. No. I remember his in-game name is Beef Stew. So let's see. Beef Stew. What is your username so I can tag you? Apple. Oh yeah, right. I saw Apple today too while I was searching, so I will say today I met Apple and Beef Stew. I can add him. But hey, is anybody around? Has anyone joined the stream? If you have, can leave like a chat message. Hey, Scarvian. again. Nice to see you again. It's always a pleasure. I was watching back my stream yesterday, and there were two things I thought I could improve. First is I really want to try to improve my pronunciation. I realize it's not very clear. And the second thing is, I think when I am attacking monsters like mustaches and necros and skeletals, their monster sounds were really loud, at least on my phone anyway. Maybe on the computer, if you're watching stream on the computer, it was okay. But I was replay it on my phone, and the monster's sound was pretty terrible. So I turned down the game volume a bit more. So I hope like that will be more enjoyable. And if you guys have any feedback of like how I can make the stream better, please feel free to share with me. I'm having a lot of trouble finding Mr. Beef Stew. Where are you? Scarpion said that second one, it might have been a bit loud, but pronunciation doesn't really matter to me personally. Oh, thanks for your feedback. Oh, and I don't know if you heard me earlier. I adjusted the latency settings, so I'm hoping like to you guys, I'm really responding much faster now. Scarvin said, yeah, that's great. I'm so happy to hear it. Okay, I'm giving up on finding Beef Stew's username. Hey G4, I will tag him like later, or if David is able to find him, please tell me. But I'm just going to post this, and later I can spend more time on finding him. So I think David is already in the game, and earlier Rukia was in the game too. Maybe he is in the game still. But today I want to create a new character, create a mage, and play the mage. And maybe when it's closer to the end of the stream, I think earlier Rukia was having trouble with the crafting, so maybe approaching to the end of the stream, I can have Helion and then just try to craft things again. He was saying that he was trying to craft, spent like probably like 2 Therion trying to enchant his equipment, but it didn't really work. So I'm just gonna give it a try and then see if there's any bugs there to be found. Okay, so I'm going to start a new character. And then again, this is just more like a let's play playthrough. I know like for maybe some other PvP players that they prefer to watch videos that would have kind of just more information on giving them advantages of as to like player versus player. But unfortunately, my stream would just not really be all that helpful as to that aspect. It's just more like a chill, relaxing let's play stream on the classes and until our update. So yeah, but if you kind of enjoying this kind of stream too, and you know it's fun for you, it's relaxing, and I'm pretty happy about it too. Okay, a mage. Would Eris be a good mage? Scarvian said, I think for now let's plays are better so we could have more new players. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Scarvian said Ithacon. Yeah, Ithacon's better. Appears people suited to be healers due to their vast spirit, or rogues due to their heightened agility. In Eris, what does it say? In unruly avian people, they are unraveled as rogues due to their superior agility, and as marksmen due to their exceptional perception. Yeah, I guess Ithacon. It doesn't really seem to, for mages anyway. What does this say? Mage, seeker of knowledge, mastering the arcane arts to overpower foes. Serve as a damage dealer or crowd controller. Can wear cloth armor and use staffs. Wands and offensive defensive magic. Scarvian said the birds aren't intelligent. I don't know why I find it funny, but weird things make me laugh. It's really not a surprise. Scarvian said both healers and mage use spirits, so it's better. That's true. Yeah, for new players, or like the people watching the stream for the first time, if you kind of take like different races and then you can pay attention to your attribute points, they give you some hints so we can see, right? For example, so I mean, when you click on the archetype, then attribute point don't really change because it's kind of like a profession that you choose you want to do. But yeah, so Scarvian's right. The Eris has very high perception, which is a measure of eyesight and situational awareness, whereas Ithacon has less perception, but more spirit, slightly more charisma. So here we go, spirit. A measure of intuitiveness and willpower, increases mana as well as damage and attack rating for spirit-based spells. So mana, which is good for mages, right? So that would be a good choice. Scarvian's right. In the future, we'll implement charisma. It's going to be very interesting. Me personally, when it comes to role-playing, I also quite enjoy charisma. You know, can do some interesting things with it. What about intelligence? A measure of IQ, memory, and reasoning ability. Increased damage and attack rating for intelligence-based spells and grants a bonus to all skills. It sounds like this is also good for a mage, isn't it? Let's see. Eris has less intelligence. And what about Minotaur? Minotaur is very dumb. He is the dumbest of all. And somehow Minotaur has the equal charisma as Minotaur. Well, that's interesting. And then their agility is a bit different too. Agility, a measure of hand-eye coordination, reflexes, and fine motor skills. Increased damage and attack rating for agility-based weapons such as daggers, bows, spears, and defense rating. That's good for rogues, right? Perception, endurance. A measure of physical toughness and stamina increases health and stamina. Sounds like this is good for fighter. So, okay. Right, unfortunately you cannot be a female minotaur. That's very true. So, okay, I will choose it again, and let's check again. Well, this is always the most fun part. I will be maybe this hairstyle. That looks cool. I'll just quickly go through this because you guys, you know, for new players, you can just kind of enjoy it however long you want, but I would just kind of jump through because I don't want to drag it on for too long. There are also some older players watching. Might be boring. So yeah, mage, seeker of knowledge. You would think that intelligence is also good. Intelligence and spirit. I use mana, so spirit is good. Intelligence right now, if I just read the description, I'm actually not sure what it does. Maybe I attack faster? I don't know. We will try. Last time when I did healer, I just put all the points in spirit. But if it can increase my attack rating, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll put some points in there too. Give it 5. And then I will want to check out the traits, because there might be some good traits that we can pick. I think a while back, hello, Shorya Chavan. Scarvian said, I think it's supposed to increase skill damage, but probably G4 knows it better. Yeah, G4, you've been playing mage for the longest time. What do you think? And also, I was saying that a while back, Atheros was asking me, like, what does traits do exactly? And I think at the time, I didn't really give, like, a very good answer. I said something like, just, like, kind of on, like, the simplistic level, like, most of the traits, I think, is that you basically just can spend less attribute points to kind of get like more specific attribute points from the very start. So for example, right, well, that's like one kind of trait that works like that, I think. Like for example, last time healer, I had wise. So I guess my explanation was just like terrible. Now I realize. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it's like more like there are like some extra attribute points that you can spend on to give you like something special. I think that's what I wanted to say. But yeah, for example, a lot of traits mainly are that you get something like some pluses and some minuses. So there is the attribute points that you get, and then there is like a max that you can get. And when I was saying like you can spend less attribute points to get a trait, it's like something like this one, awkward. You're embarrassing to be around, so it only costs you 4 attribute points, but wait, why is this trait so terrible? Cost is -4, so you actually get more attribute points to put in, but it will be like minus your charisma 5 and then reduce your max charisma basically. I'm terrible at this, aren't I? But anyways, like, if you want like extremely concise, short explanation, David would be your better choice. Hello, Personic. Yeah. So basically, that's how trades works. Essentially plus and minuses. So if I want to focus on spirit and intelligence, right, so we don't really know if intelligence actually has any effect on the skill, like my attack rating and increased damage. Maybe we can try that. We can just pick like a trait that boosts my intelligence, make me smart. Let's see. Which one is intelligence? Is philosopher intelligence? No, philosopher give me plus 10 spirit, plus 10 max spirit, but minus 5 perception and cost me 8 point. I think like as of now, since like we're capping the level at level 10, we don't really like a lot of things like we can't really feel like there is like a huge effect, and I think and then that accompanied with some bugs. So ultimately I think as of now anyways that you might not feel like there is a huge difference, but hey, there is a trait smart plus 5 intelligence. I will take that. I think it makes sense for me to take a trait that boosts my intelligence and then I just try to put more points in spirit. It might be a win-win situation over here. Okay. Sluggish. What is this smart animation? Does it make sense to anyone at all? I don't even know what it means really. Spirit. Put it in spirit. Pasarnik, can you tell me how exactly the available points work? So for available points are basically just attribute points that you can put in to your attribute, right? And then you can put in anything you want. But first, when I was explaining earlier that for a different identity, different races, they will give you different base attribute points. And then when you hover over it, it will tell you like the amount that you have now, and it also like the maximum. So you can never put more points over the maximum. And I was saying I can actually reset this real quick because I remember what I did. Like I was saying earlier that, for example, for Minotaur, now because I put points in, so it kind of resetted it. But I'm not really sure. I can go back and then come back. So if you see, you select Minotaur. This Minotaur has like 80 strength, but Issa can only have 35. So like if you want to play like a fighter like class, then it's good to be a Minotaur, right? Because you have lots of strength. And since today I'm going to play and that's just like the base attribute points, and then you have extra available points that you can put in to the attribute that you think you'd be helpful for the archetype you're about to choose. Right now we only have 4. The reason why you see Minotaur only has 2 because it's identity based. So being a Minotaur, you can only be a fighter or a healer. But for example, Isenken, it's kind of like the most generic race. So if you're really unclear, I would recommend to just start with Isenken. And then I was going to play mage today, so I also picked Ithacan because Ithacan is pretty high on spirit, and then pretty moderate for intelligence for the things I want for mages, basically. So I can come here, and then I can pick the mage, and then you can just start distributing your attribute points, like however you want to play the class. So earlier I was choosing smart trait because I wanted to have more points in intelligence. Oh, this is actually worth showing too, actually. So some traits has the requirement, like smart, that you actually had to be intelligence 40, so meaning that you had to put your available points into intelligence, then you can choose smart, which +5 max to your intelligence, meaning you can even have more points in intelligence. And I have that boost. You can see now I have 95 maximum points in intelligence. And since I'm a mage, I use mana, so it's good for me to also put points in spirits, and then that's how I'm going to put it in. So I hope that is useful for you, Pasonic. But I highly encourage you to just try it out. If you feel like you built like the wrong character, or it just kind of messed up, you can always just create like a new one, delete old one, or just like however you wanted it. We don't have like respect now, but right now like it's like fairly easy to just like retry it and everything. So that's that. And this is just kind of the indicator of telling me like how I can start. I think they change as well, don't they? No, right now they don't. Okay, right now they don't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna choose like the hair that I chose, and then the mage again. Smart. Okay, so good. Also, like the selected traits, they will be in this box, so you know what you selected. Also the highlight. Okay, and there is no like limit on like how many traits like you can get, really. Like if it's not available, then it'll just tell you why. Scarvian say, eventually I think I will have to add about traits and attribute points in the wiki. Yeah, it's a good idea. Thank you so much. Did G4? G4 said, oh, did you just realize something? You've been playing this long. Did you just realize something? Oh, that's kind of funny. Okay. I'm just gonna call myself something boring because, once again, I don't really want to take up the space. This is pretty boring, right? Meiji? Skyrim say... Oh. Okay. Skyrim is asking if G4 can join the game. Alright. Not Meiji. Meiji? It's a pretty boring name, right? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so let's start playing. So yeah, for the people who first join, I know that like a pop-up is generally not very pleasant to look at. It is often kind of boring. It's like, oh, so much information, I don't want to look at it. We will make this better for sure, just from the user experience perspective. But for now, like we really just try to put in like the most important information in here so that you don't get too confused. Use your keyboard and then you can press X to sit down. We don't have potions or like food that you can eat in the game, you can eat in the game. So if you get damaged, you just press X to rest. You'll sit down and rest. And yeah, so I think a lot of people, when they first joined the game, they were put in the market, so they can start talking to NPCs and then start seeing that you can purchase items, but not really sure how to start making money yet. So the way you do it is just to kill monsters and then selling junk. That's how you make money. Scarvian said, we need Atheros to become an actual tutorial NPC. He was there with us explaining the whole tutorial. Oh, really? That was really nice. Yeah, I think he was with me on the first couple of streams during the time that G4 was putting down all the houses everywhere. But yeah, I think he stopped doing that. He's probably quite busy. It's okay though, but like anyone who really who has, you feel like you're very comfortable with the game and then you are pretty knowledgeable, like some basic stuff. Like you don't even need to be an expert. And then you happen to have time and you're happy to greet new people, then you can just, like us, like sitting in a town and just be like, hey, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us or ask me and help them out, something like that. Skyrim said he's old and busy. Oh. Yeah, so I guess like earlier I was saying like, yeah, first questions typically people have is like how you can make money and buy equipment, and after that would be about like find a trainer in town to learn your skills, because your points don't really just get put into your skills or your attributes directly or automatically. You actually have to train it, talk to the trainer NPC and then train like what is available to you. So like when your panel show up, whoa, what happened to my camera? Ooh, am I having the camera bug? Well, that's interesting. But anyway, so yeah, first you have to train. Second is that you might see some weapons that you wanted to buy, but then it's red to you. It means that you don't have it means that you don't have like the skill for it. And then, for example, actually I would just demonstrate it. If it's not in this stream, then it will be in the next stream, but I can just show you directly of like, why, like how does it display to you. But yeah, you have to train to get stronger, and then remember to put your points in your character window, so you became stronger. And then the last is like you can find the innkeeper to buy a house, so you can build your house in this game. Scarvian said life came with a cam bug. Yeah. So yeah. So these tips is just yeah, it's not really that important, but yeah, you cannot attack another player, and that's that. Yeah, and then most of the UI can be moved and resized. I think some of them don't really have some of them is experiencing some bug, but for example, in the, oh yeah, this one can. Yeah, for example, like these are okay. Let's see. David is saying hi. He's here as always, supporting us. Yeah, you can move all these things. It's a bit tough. Like, I have to make these UI just yeah, I have to improve these things. But yeah, you can move like everything. You cannot move this. You cannot move this. But you can move these. But yeah. Yeah, so Rukia is also here, and then someone is hiding in the fountain. Who is that? Scarvian? Spotted. You think I can see you? Spotted. Yeah. Oh, and it just hit me. Scarvian was asking me a while back that can he turn off the UI? Actually, you can. I just completely forgot about it. So, right. Scarvian said the fountain hasn't loaded yet. Is the fountain hasn't loaded? Or you're just in it and maybe you can see it. Yeah, no, I trust you. Oh, anyways, like if you are newcomer, you first join a game, and then you're just really not sure about controls, and then you close the pop-up window real quick, just like any normal person would. That's okay. You go to the settings, go to controls. This should help you. Take a look. And then you should be able to do everything, and then you can even set them. Although, yeah, you can set them. But if you experience any bug, just let us know. Like, we know that the audio is not working. Rukia said it's like a meditation group. Near the fountain? Yeah, and then it also has like the water sound effect and everything. It is pretty calming. Yeah, we know that in the settings, the audio doesn't work. Sorry about that. That's a bug. We're fixing it. And these don't really do anything right now, I believe. Heart. Yeah, these don't really have any effect right now. But come to gameplay. Yeah, Scarvian, it's real. You come to gameplay, and then here's hide user interface. Boom. You see that? You can take like some really nice screenshot with this. Yeah. And then you can hide name overlay. That works too. I can't really see this because I'm not in a guild. But yeah. How about that? I completely forgot about like, because yesterday we were having like some really nice shot on the fountain, and I completely forgot about turning this off. But maybe today we can try again. But it's okay. There's plenty of opportunities. No? Oh, it's okay. It will load in eventually. But yeah, like the way for newcomers, the way we designed our system is that if your internet is a bit slow, then things will just like slowly load it in. So if you see like the spinning wheel in the middle, it means that the things are loading. So you might need to wait, or you can like just kind of walk around. And then if you get stuck, you can hit this button, and then you will respond back to town. Scarvian said by Eris, Meiji, it took you 10 minutes to get on top of the fountain. Ping at 3k. Wow, that's really high. But yeah, so I guess also another thing for newcomers is that whatever class you choose, you get like a starter weapon. So since I chose mage, I got the novice's wand, and this should give you like a clue of what you can, what is available to you as to weapon skills that you can train in the future. So if we go to the trainer, we say training. You see here, I can use wand, I can also use staff. There was also a hint when we were doing the character creation, but yes, this is also available if you just check it here. So these are the things that are available to you. If you choose another class, you will see something different in the available skills. So that's something interesting. So yeah. Okay, I can't believe I've gone through 40 minutes of character creation. Did I have even start playing? Let's try it. Let's at least kill some cocorinas, okay? I'm ready to fight. Yeah. So with each classes, you also have some beginner skills. So since I'm a mage, the first two is always the same. The first one is the auto attack. The second one is sprint. Auto attack, self-explanatory. Sprint, it just helps you run faster in the game. So it's just like this. Like that. I'm just like adding my own sound effect. But yeah. Just faster travel. And my beginner attack has bolt. And what is this? Shielding. So it gives me +5 defense, which is good. Because for a mage, let's see over here. For a mage, my defense can only go so high because earlier in character creation, we saw that we can only wear cloth armor. So cloth armor, if we come over here, the mage's equipments are sold by a sage. You will see, like the defense only goes as high up to +10, I think. That was just the ones that I quickly went through, but they are, you will know for sure. Sorry, this is weaponsmith. You will know for sure that it is generally lower than the heavy armor you can get, for example. So yeah, you see here, you get to like a level 10. Light armor already has +20 defense, and I think earlier on my hover tooltip, it doesn't give you that high of a defense. I'm pretty sure. Let's just double check real quick. Yeah, level 10 only give you +10 defense. So basically that's how it works. Since you're a mage, yeah. G4 says, so am I getting an NPC also? What do you mean? Also in the game? Oh. Rukia asked, can you integrate the respawn option in the next update? It is already in there in this version, Rukia. So if you go to your set, and it's probably not really that obvious because the colors, but I can make it better. But you open up your settings window and into gameplay, you should see it. Okay. So, yeah, before we end this stream, actually, now like I don't really have much time left, and David and Rukia are kind of talking about the in-game mechanic aspect. I think maybe since Rukia today had the issue of unable to, just like having a lot of trouble, not unable to, but just having a lot of trouble doing the alchemist. I think I might just just play Maggie, just created it, and I can log into Healy and then try to place down the house, and then just put down the alchemist, and then just kind of demonstrate that. What do you guys think? I think that's good, because I'm not going to be able to really kill any monsters or anything. How about that? Okay. Yeah, David said, yeah, demonstrate alchemist. You don't need house. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. David said you can use someone else's. Yeah. It's not meant to work that way, right? I'm actually not sure. But okay, I'll quick log back in with Healy. And then just try to do the alchemy thing. Alright. David said eventually we'll have permissions. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's reload. Back to Healy. Good old Healy. Okay. So Scarvian's over there. Scarvian, are you just waiting for things to load in? It is okay if like it's not joining today, because I guess I'm not really doing any combat, so just gonna do some crafting to demonstrate that. Well, David has been working really hard on just making the game more performant. Today we managed to did a test today, and I mean, because our internet is like okay, so couldn't really tell like that much of difference, but the newer loading system, I think today when we were testing, it was kind of causing some kind of flickering issues. So we really hope that, you know, when we present it to you guys, like it will just be like kind of much more stable, no flickering. And we tried to, I actually had to kind of remove quite a bit of stuff from the scene, so maybe like your first experience could be like you know, for like the older players, you might feel like, yeah, like where did the stuff go, or it looks a bit different. But yeah, sorry about that. Everything important is still there. NPCs are the same and the houses are the same. Yeah, it's just like, you know, like little props that I have removed from the scene, and the things that I think that it could be better, and then to be better placed down. So yeah, right now, so first of all, if you want to craft, you will have to have a cottage and have alchemist. And the alchemist, although like the model look exactly like this guy, but it's a different it's a different alchemist. Their interface is different. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. So this alchemist is just a merchant, and then you can buy Seon from him. I don't know how to say this word. But yeah, and then right now we don't really have like a bulk. You know, you can insert like amount that you wanted to buy. So I'm just kind of drag it in, and I had to make this more obvious. Come on, like who can see this? But yeah, so you buy these magical item from him. That's why, like, let's make it a round number, like 40. Come on, who can see it? Am I 40 yet? Oh my god, no. 31. Okay, I give up. 32, okay, that's good enough number for me. And then, so you bought that? Do you guys want to follow me? Okay, follow me, come on. So we can, I believe I put down a alchemist when I was a live cam. Hey, this guy has an alchemist too. Who's this guy? Atheros Cottage. Okay, I will use Atheros Alchemist since he has become so popular in the game that everybody knows him. Atheros, do you know that? Everybody is talking about you. So this is an alchemist that player put down. So let's call him Atheros' Alchemist. Yes. So you double click on him and then you will see craft item. Now this is really not the best interface. I know it's confusing. You might be thinking that, ooh, I can get creative. Just put tons of junk in there and then see what it comes up with. But I'm sorry, it doesn't really work like that yet. I agree with you. I agree that, you know, I'm also one of those players that I would just love to like brainstorm whatever the ingredients I can put in there. Let's see if I can combine like a wooden cup with an apple and see if I can come up with an apple juice, you know, something like that. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really work that way in this game. Right now, the crafting is very, very simple. So let's say if I want to enchant a cloak of skill, my cloak, it has +2 agility. Agility is not really important to me, right? Because this character is a healer. Scorpion said that Scorpion Stingers should add poison debuff. Yeah, something creative like that is pretty interesting. Scorpion said that's the first thing I tried. It makes sense, isn't it? Yeah, so I was saying agility is not really important to me, I think, because if anything, I would want to probably boost my intelligence. Right now it's so low, but like if I can heal people faster, like for my skills, then that's better, right? And this is what intelligence should give me. Increase damage and attack rating. Okay, this doesn't increase like my healing cast spelling, but if I can increase my damage and attacking rating, that's good for me too. Because I can potentially better at stunning people better using my blunt weapon. And then yeah, because I'm not a fighter, right? So intelligence I think is good, or like just spirit, so I can have more mana. So anything if I can roll with intelligence or spirit, I think it's good. Or even with the things, okay, I'm not gonna change my mind now, but just really whatever you like, right? You want more strength? Yeah, you can do it too, but that's kind of the point. It's like enchanting your equipment, basically. So I think today Rukia had a bug that if he tried to drag it from the equipment window to crafting window, I believe that's what Rukia said he did, and then something got bugged out. But okay, it doesn't seem like I can do it right now, so it's okay. So I put it in my inventory, and then I put it in a crafting. And don't get too creative. Just put 1 in here. Just drag it in. That's it. And then you can hit craft. is that success. So previously, my cloak was agility, remember? And then now it says cloak of dodging, so it +1 dodge. So let's check. Dodge? Why is my dodge still? Oh no, I didn't equip it. I'm being stupid. Put it on. Now my dodge is 1%. So that's basically how it works. So you can just keep rolling, and then it'll give you different things. So I can try it again. +1 dodge. I'm not happy with it. I'm just going to craft again. Okay. Let's see. Now it's a cloak of acumen. +2 intelligence. Oh, that's good for me. I like that. Well, even though, like, now I think about it, if I can have dodge, I can have more block. That's probably good for me because I'm wearing I'm wielding a, wielding? Do I say wielding? No. I am holding a shield. So maybe that would be better, but this is not bad. So now that is a accessory. Let's try in equipment, which you can buy from the merchant. Okay. So this is the leather shirt. It's already level 10. Light armor, which I can wear. Put it in. Craft. Success. Okay, let's see. Now, I think I didn't have +2 max mana. Personic said, thanks for the tutorial. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for watching. But yeah, I actually kind of forgot, guys. When you see a stream, like, what was the stats? It's just like a flash second. It's okay, I'll try again. I got tons of this thing anyway. +2 max mana, +1 slashing, piercing, crushing, +20 defense. Okay, this is like the energetic stalker's leather shirt. Now it's another success. Now what do I see? Strong stalker's leather shirt. So now that's the difference. It was +2 max mana. Now it's +2 defense. So yeah, whenever it says success, it should work. I think earlier Rukia was saying that his equipment didn't work, but you know, try it again because it seems like it's working. So it should be okay. Let's try again, okay? Craft. That was +2 defense, right? Yeah. Now is Stalker's leather shirt of striking. So it's +3 offense. That's pretty good too. So yeah, they all seem to be working. Now, last thing I will try is the weapon. I want to try the weapon. Scarvian said the equipment don't work as in stats boosts don't work. However, you can still re-roll for the stats you want. Yeah. I see what you mean. Like it displays, but it doesn't work. However, somehow I understood that Rukia was experiencing that the kind of like the text in the tooltip didn't really change for him. I think it was something like that. So the text should always change, I think. So now let's try. Last thing I'll try the weapon. Morning Star. Craft. So now I think I have +3 parry. Lace Morning Star of Repose Day. I don't know how you pronounce that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it worked. Let's try again. +3 parry, +1 piercing, resistance. Okay. Let's remember that. Now, Morning Star of Skill. Now that's different, right? +2 agility, +2 max agility. Yeah. Personic said how I can remove things from the front boxes. Remove things from the front boxes? What do you mean? Like this box? Oh, this box? Scorpion said the front boxes are your skills. Do you mean to remove the points? I don't really know what you mean. But yeah, I think the crafting is working. So yeah, that's basically how crafting works. And just while like we're having the inventory open, like this is the trash slot. Sorry guys, like the icon is not showing. Pasonic said I mean the skill box. Do you mean here? You want to remove it? You just drag it out and then drop it. That's that. Now, you can remove all of them. Was that your question? I think so. And then if you want to add it in, you can open up your skill window and then drag it into your hotbar like that. So I had heal, and then also if you're confused about like the if you're confused about the icons, like there's always tooltips that if you hover over it, it will tell you. Scorpion said that, but can you use skills if they aren't there? No. Actually, no, I meant that you cannot really press, because now like if I press 2, like I can sprint, but if it's not there, you can't really do it. That's what I meant. But actually, I have not tried that. If I just have this, what happened to my voice? If I just open this window and then I click on here, it might work actually, if I understood it correctly. Okay, it doesn't work. No, I'm wrong. No. Yeah, so you just gotta drag it in. And then you can attack. Yeah. Basarnik said that we can keep weapons there. Really? Actually, I have not tried that. Oh, you can! But like, it doesn't do anything, I think. Right? Is that what you've been doing, Personic? Just putting your equipment in the hotbar that doesn't do anything? But anyways, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and thanks David for joining. I know like today we didn't really do any combat, but thanks everyone for this. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, that's it. So as always, David and I will try to just kind of sit around the town, and then just greet new people, and then the stream will be at the same time. The stream will be at the same time, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, and I hope you have fun in the game. For newcomers and the old comers, the old people, old comers. Okay, thanks. Bye bye.